Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Corpse Party Blood Drive. In the last episode, Misuto managed to bring Yuka and Satsuki over to the other side in the Heavenly Host, and pretty much everybody is here now. But unfortunately for Satsuki, Misuto ended up killing her by getting her to trip down a flight of steps, and he used a photograph of her dying form to basically drive Yuka into absolute despair, along with convincing her that her brother Satoshi is dead as well. And what this ended up doing is apparently flared up her unique spiritual aura that she acquired after surviving Heavenly Host. And apparently this aura is going to play some sort of role in Misuto's plans. And I'm assuming he's going to try to do something similar to the rest of us as well at some point. Probably simultaneously. And then after that, around the same time, I managed to accidentally stumble across yet another demon pillar and acquire its crystal. So I have one more to find somewhere inside the school. And then I guess at that point, we'll figure out just how everything's going to play out. So, just get right to it then. There are sounds of angry spirits emanating from within the room. It would be best not to go in there right now. No. Okay. I'm just going to explore every nook and cranny that I can and find whatever I can find. Okay, I think I already looked around here, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Oh shit. Let go of me. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll just go to the stairs and, oh, wait a minute. I think I remember now. I got the staircase key. So I should go to that tower and see if I can unlock that gate. Alright, you go catch your breath. And we'll go in here and see what we can find. I'm going to try to go downstairs first, just to see if I can. There's a tremendous spiritual presence at the bottom of this staircase. Countless souls are silently screaming in agony and despair. It would be best not to go this way right now. Okay, fine. Nowhere to go but up. This place didn't exist in the last Heavenly Host. No, it did not. Which tells me something big is going to happen here. I climbed the long, winding staircase that snaked its way up the walls of the tower. And I hugged those walls the whole time. The entire central area was wide open, with nothing but a rickety old guardrail between me and a very, very long fall. As I climbed higher and higher, the Argus Cube's light began to blink more and more intently. And of course the last demon pillar would be in this tower. Should have guessed. It has to be here. Sure is high up though. Suddenly, the bell toll rang louder and clearer than before. With such intense, unavoidable force, I was completely frozen in my tracks, and instantly in pain. The same sound had been heard multiple times since arriving in Nirvana, but this was the first time it had been so overbearing. Probably because you're very close to the source of that sound. You moved fingers in my ears. My ears continued to pulsate, resonating with the incredible noise. The sound was just too all-encompassing to block out, present even when absent. It hurts. My eardrums are going to burst. I braced myself for the next toll, expecting it to be the end. But it didn't come. And though the ringing never quite left my ears, it did slowly begin to abate, if only slightly. was really scary. I hope there aren't any more loud sounds. Should have brought earmuffs. Should have brought a lot of things, really. It's the body of Yoshikazu Yanagihori. In addition to being crucified, he also has stakes driven through the back of his head. Yoshikazu, what have they done to you? You can see the results for yourself just fine, can't you? Hey, Sachiko? Where are you? Did I just hear a voice? Or was that still the ringing? What do you think, Ayumi? Just ponder this mystery for just 1 single second and tell me what you honestly think. I could have sworn that was the unmistakable voice of Sachiko Shinozaki. Why would he be here? And who would have done this to him? Well, the only entity I can think of that'd be physically strong enough to do this is probably Axe Crazy. Otherwise, somebody with enough spiritual powers and gimmicks up their sleeves could have done it. Somebody like, maybe Misuto. I had no idea stairs could be this tiring. It's good exercise, though. You should climb them more. Use staircase key. Here we go. Oh, hello. So, wait a minute. No, this is not in the tower. For a second, I was like, how did you get past the locked gate before I did? But I took a look at the background and, well, no. They're clearly in one of the random halls. Anyway, Azusa, you don't look like you're having a good time right now. Magari grabbed the now primal, beast-like Azusa by the hair and pinned her down. Hold still, you little bitch! How cute. She thinks she can overpower me. Even if I took her back to the real world, though, she'd never be appointed executive officer now. You're a real pain in the ass, you know that? A tall shrine with a bell could be seen from the window. And from its peak, there were 6 columns of light stretching upward. Ayumi? Ayumi? You sure it's a good idea to just let go of her? That also works. Did she really gather all of them? Is she out of her fucking mind? Most likely, yes. All the evidence leading up until now says probably. Holy shit, that's certainly an interesting bell that you got there. At long last, I reached the top. And there it was. The 6th pillar in all its horrifying glory. It looked like some bizarre growth coming from the roof, composed entirely of long-dead corpses. I observed it in horror, mouth agape, as a fluttering, winged insect scraped against my ear canal. All the corpses' necks had red, ceremonial-looking markings emblazoned upon them. This sixth and final pillar was the crown. What a sight it was. So, what's gonna happen if I approach this thing? Are they all gonna come to life and then just try to reach for Ayumi and just absorb her into their collective or something like that? I'm just gonna look around here, and okay, I guess there's nothing. Alright. Do your worst. So this is the last one. I closed my eyes and reached out to try touching the markings on one of the corpses' necks. You move fast. What the hell are you doing? Stop! Don't agitate the pillars any more than you already have. You again, huh? Look, just stay out of my way. Stop! Nice of you. Hey there, bitch boy. Nice of you to drop in. I'll take that. As she screamed, Misuto leapt in from out of nowhere and snatched a water pillar crystal, Mercy, from Magri's chest before she had any idea what was happening. Is that all you got, Magri of Martuba? Misuto looked on in sick pleasure, sticking his tongue out playfully, as Magri plummeted to certain doom. Satisfied, he didn't turn his attention toward the final pillar. If this doesn't clue you off that this guy is up to no good, then I think you need to be committed to an insane asylum, Ayumi. Because holy fucking shit, even a brain-dead idiot could see that this guy is evil at this point. Just look at his reaction to what he just did, which had just finished unsealing. Yep, they're all moving as one. The light began to shine even brighter. I could only watch, stunned and squinting, as this new spectacle unfurled before me. What is this? There was a powerful blast of wind, and then the pillar crumbled. Is that you, Squidward? Did you come to see me all the way from the pool? Unbeknownst to me, the other pillars had crumbled as well. The entire school rumbled and shook beneath our feet. God damn, it's dark. Oh God, I'm scared. What's happening? Somebody help me! Suddenly, the entire Nirvana was blanketed with impenetrable darkness. It's as if the whole place vanished, only to be replaced with an empty void. I could sense that I was crouched on the ground, clutching my forehead. I slowly raised my line of sight up, the faintest hint of a glow catching my attention. Are the walls crumbling between Nirvana and the mortal world? Above me, I could see the sky, though it was muted, distorted, and discolored, as if being filtered through a warped purple veil, It looked a bit like the Aurora Borealis. A few moments passed in relative silence, only for the stillness to be broken by a sound echoing from the sky above. It was reminiscent of ice cracking on the surface of a lake. The scenery that lay before me was like something out of a dream. Even then, after everything I'd been through, I had a tough time believing it was real. What's happened? Then there was another sound directly in front of me. I'd best describe it as a mass of metal collapsing to the ground. I turned my head down slightly and saw what looked like a piece of limestone with an eerie white glow. This was, I knew, the crystallized power of the final pillar. It's the last crystal. Crown obtained. I picked it up, and almost immediately, Misuto tossed the stone he'd taken from Maguri over to me. Ayumi, take out all the crystals you've gathered. That's a fine greeting after all this time. Formalities are meaningless. Take out the crystals and put them all together. Damn it. Don't do it! There was too much at stake for me to dwell on this. And that is why you're going to doom us all. Begrudgingly, as instructed, I took the other crystals out from my pocket and fit them all together into a single object. They snapped into place snugly and, with one final bright light, fused inseparably. The result was a more or less round crystal with a black sheen, reminiscent of hematite, or hematite. This, I would learn, was called Kabbalah Dogra, and was now complete. Wow. So with this, Sachiki be defeated, and all my friends resurrected? Nicely done. Misuto flashed me a wry smile. But then... Holy shit, you're alive?! Hey, Yumi? How the hell did you survive all that? Aiko, you're alright. Hey, Yumi. Listen, I need to apologize to you. I would argue you all have bigger problems to worry about now, but why not? What exactly are you feeling sorry for right now? I'm curious. Her clothes have been burned in several spots. The skin underneath now black with ash or red with blood. Nurse's office. Thank goodness. I wonder if there's anything I can use here to treat burns. Sachi burned me with was a spirit fire, so water's no good. Okay, I guess that definitely shoots my suggestion to just find a nearby body of water down the toilet. Fortunately, spirit fire is susceptible to talismans. I had plenty of those on me. That has to be what saved me. Well, lucky you then. My skin is pretty scorched. I'll need to disinfect it at least. Disinfect? I leaned against the wall and smirked in spite of myself. Am I actually trying to survive in here? I have no way home anymore. So what's the point in trying to live any longer than I have to? The invincible intelligence ancient, huh? What a joke. I literally just walked right in here without a care in the world. And now look at me. Burned to a crisp. Well, to your credit, at least you brought a shit ton of talismans with you, unlike another spirit enthusiast that we know. I let myself slide down the wall until I was sitting. Then I stared out the window, defeated and alone. Sis. What did I say to her when I left? See you in half a year? I don't even know when I'll see her again. No, it's not true. I won't ever see her again. I looked down at the floor and breathed a deep sigh. My fate lies here in this school, huh? Alongside Naho, Sayaka, and Haruyuki. There's just no fighting it. I brought this on myself. I stood up and placed my hand on the infirmary door. So I'm going to continue fighting it anyway, until my final breath. So I guess I am trying to survive in here. Even if it's just for one moment longer. When I opened the door, what I saw chilled me to my core. Dang, it actually looks nice in here. This was not a school infirmary. This was the clinic from Yoshie's home. Oh. What's going on? This isn't Heavenly Host. There was a person sitting at the desk. Her face was invisible from the back, but her identity seemed clear. There's no doubt about it. This was in the document I gave to Maguri Mizuki. It's the clinic from Yoshie Shinozaki's estate. So that must be Yoshie herself. The nurse was writing something in, presumably her journal, and was so focused on this task that she remained oblivious of everything else around her. Or at least she seemed oblivious. If she did notice me, she didn't care. She just kept on writing. I was a fool. Right now, since Sachiko swallowed the Nirvana, things are peaceful. But who knows how long that will last. What's going to happen if Sachiko's life ends?
アナグラムの解析を進めると、この本に書かれている術はすべて実体の伴わない理論でしかなかった。
I've analyzed the anagrams and determined that all the spells written in this book are nothing more than theories. Not a one of them has ever been properly tested. Are you talking about the Book of Shadows? If that's the case, then that just makes the ending of Book of Shadows even more hilariously tragic. None of those spells were actually tested before Ayumi and Naomi got their hands on the book. The whole thing really was just doomed to fail from the start.
成功例に関する文献も全く存在しない。
There are no success rates. There's no data of any kind.
私は何と愚かなことをしてしまったんだろう。最初から成功しないものに心血を注いでいたのだ。
So why was I naive enough to attempt something so foolish? I devoted everything I have, my blood, my soul, to an end that was destined never to succeed in the first place.
成功しない？
Destined never to succeed?
ええ、あなたは成功しないものに救いを求めていたのよ。
I'm afraid so. You've been striving toward a hopeless ideal this whole time. So my whole fucking quest throughout this entire game really was just an impossible dream. I'd be laughing right now if it wasn't so sad and tragic. And Yoshie Shinozaki herself said all this? That can't be right. You told me I could bring them all back. If I can't, then what was the point? I began to shudder, and my voice was going hoarse. Had I made the same mistake twice? Yup! Gone after a way to undo things, only to make them far, far worse? Double yup! I could see how much this revelation was affecting me, and bit her lip. She seemed like she'd finally succumbed to her own conscience. You know, I'm amazed that Misuto is just standing there and actually letting her spill the beans on everything, really. It just basically confirms that everything that Misuto told Ayumi right from the beginning was just a bold-faced lie. Unless, of course, it's already too late for Ayumi to do anything to derail his plans now, in which case, well, why would he need to stop her from talking? It's the same for me. Honestly, I was half in doubt the whole time. Or I guess it would be more accurate to say, I never actually believed you'd be able to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, apologies are all well and good, but I really don't think they're going to do much, considering what's undoubtedly going to be happening within the next 10 minutes. And I'm pretty sure it's going to involve something that starts with an A and ends with an E. Can you guess the word? Apocalypse. Brought to you by Bitch Boy. I led you here to achieve my own goals. So did everyone! You're not unique in this front. You? I just wanted to see my friends who were gone. I just wanted to hear their voices. Just one last time. This was like a new Aiko, bearing it all, as opposed to hardening her heart like she always had. She wanted friends, and she'd finally made some. Now all she wanted to do was cherish them. Tears streamed down her cheeks faster than she could react to them. She quickly gave up on wiping them away, electing instead to look down and hide her face in her hands.
Aiko-san.
Aiko. I was wondering when you'd finally do something.
Gokuro.
Bravo. Before I even realized it, Misuto had snatched the Kabbalah Dogra from my hand with calculated precision. What are you doing? Was that a laugh? That was one hell of a weird laugh you just made.
Gokuro! Gokuro!
Nice work. Bravo indeed. You.
人なんぞ生き返らねえよ。常識で考えろ。頭の中お花畑か?
Humans can't be brought back to life. The very notion is absurd. Is your pea brain really so full of flowers and rainbows that you actually believed you could cheat death? Misuto's condemnation and contempt seemed to have an even greater effect on Aiko than on me. Her face was racked with guilt and sadness. You get it now, Ayumi? You've been played like a goddamn fiddle. By everybody. Not least of all, him. I was starting to share her expression, however, as the implications of his actions began to dawn on me. I fell backward into a sitting position on the ground.
そもそもあの本はな、破壊が目的の本なんだよ。再生の書物ではない。本に認められれば強力な力が手に入る。それをてめえは。
The book was always meant to destroy, not create. There's not a single page in it about true revival. If the book acknowledges you, it grants you great power. That's it. And you.
なくしたたと？たく、使えねえ女だな。
You lost it! You truly are a worthless bitch.
だが、そんなクズなてめえでも、有効利用してやったんだ。感謝しな。
However, even garbage like you isn't completely useless. You were crucial to my plan, and you should thank your lucky stars for that.
これこそ、魔女どもの英知の結晶。歩み、てめえが失った本の中身だ。これさえあれば。
This is the crystallization of the wisdom possessed by the witches. It's everything from inside that book you so carelessly lost, Ayumi. Everything. And with it.
新しいブックオブシャドウズを作ることができるんだよ。
I can create a new book of shadows. Misuto inserted the Nirvana's crystal into the depression in his book.
側なんてものは所詮入れ物だ。じいさんの残したこの写本で。
The skin is nothing more than a case. Using the manuscript left behind by my grandfather. You know, I just had a thought. If every single spell, and every single spell, charm, and whatever crazy doohickey that was in the original book was nothing more than just theories in the end, how exactly are you going to extract power from a new book of shadows that frankly, it has nothing in it that was ever actually tested to see whether or not it would work. Unless it really is only just a conduit to obtain spiritual power, I don't really see how this is supposed to work. The skin is nothing more than a case, using the manuscript left behind by my grandfather. That was an awfully mechanical sound. A sharp tone rang out, and the entire area was quickly bathed in a contradictory light. Black as night, yet bright as the noonday sun. Yes, yes, yes! At long last, the Nirvana! It's spreading! What is that? Take a look. Isn't it spectacular? Oh shit. The walls are definitely crumbling. The sky had what looks like a giant gunshot in it, with spider-webbed cracks projecting outward from it. And the gunshot was now growing into a full-on gaping hole. And inside that hole, an upside-down view of the real world was clearly visible. Unless we can find a way to quickly patch that hole up, we're fucked, aren't we? It was nighttime, so everything was a little dark. But it was absolutely, identifiably, the world we knew. And in that world, small, black grain-like objects began emanating from the floating orb, clustering like locusts and dancing across the sky. Miss Kuon, look! Through the fissure in the sky, we could see nighttime scenery from the real world. What is that? Don't tell me we're...
驚いたね。どうやらこの場所は現世から空に見えていた黒い球体の内部みたいだね。
This is a surprise. Seems this place is inside the black sphere we saw hanging over Tokyo. I knew it. I pretty much knew it, then I called it. That black sphere was Heavenly Host.
ってことは、現実世界に天神章がすでに現れていたってことですか?
Does that mean Heavenly Host has already appeared in our world?
そうなるね。恐ろしいことだわ。かろうじて両者を隔てていた壁がこのまま壊れてしまって、死後の空間と現世が融合しちゃったら。
By all appearances, yes. It's a rather terrifying prospect. If the wall that separates the real world and the ever after were to break, and the two should become one.
世界がどんなことになるのか想像もつかない。
I can't even imagine how this plane would manifest itself.
あっちの鐘のある塔の方が光ってる。行こう、先生。サトシ、岸沼も。
That shrine of the bell is fully lit now. Miss Kuon, Satoshi, Kishinuma, let's go. Yes, let's.
なあ。よしき、行くぞ。
All right. Come on, Yoshiki. Shinzaki.
どこ行っちまったんだよ。くそ。
Where the hell did you go? Damn it!
新ブックオブシャドウズ。
You all might want to hurry and do something.
力を得た俺は、幸の力をも凌駕する。
The new Book of Shadows. With it, I've obtained the full power of the Nirvana. The power to surpass Sachi! Okay, so use it and stop her! Her curse is spreading across the whole world, right? So save everyone! It's the whole reason I gathered these crystals, isn't it?
やだね。
Fat chance.
花からどうだっていいんだよ。世界もサッチもくだらねえ。この本を作るためにお前を動かしてるんだからよ。
I don't give two shits about this world, or Sachi, or any of that. I just needed you so I could make this book.
やっぱり騙したのね。
So you were just using me after all. Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner! You guessed right.
うん、騙した。
Yeah, fucking duh. I was clenching my fists so hard that my scrawny arms were quivering. Try as I might to think up a response. There were just no words for this. What could you even say anyway? You just danced to his little freaking tune like the good little puppet that you were. All I could do was glare. You never questioned anything that he's ever said or did up until now. Not seriously enough, anyway. You, frankly, you have no right here to be upset. You have no right here to be indignant about this. You brought this on yourself. Go ahead and hate me. You're too late to actually make any difference. You see that hole in the sky?
現実世界は今ついに涅槃に侵食を許した。これで世界はじわじわと混沌に包まって死の世界となる。
It's the beginning of the end. The nirvana has finally begun seeping into reality. The whole world will take a downturn now, falling prey to absolute chaos and death.
楽しいぜ。みんな狂ってさ。篠崎あゆみ、お前はいい働きをした。
Can be fun. Every single person on Earth will go stark raving mad. And it's all thanks to you, Ayumi Shinozaki. So what, do you just want to simply be the king of a chaotic world or something?
お前がバカだったおかげで俺の望みが叶いそうだぜ。そういう意味では最高にイケてる死の女神といったところか。
Your utter obliviousness has ensured that my wish will be fulfilled. In a way, I suppose that makes you a death goddess, doesn't it? The most tragic and deranged one ever to exist. In all due seriousness, I really do hate to agree with him, but... Is he wrong, though, Ayumi? He's beyond corrupt.
これで俺は
With this, I...
なんだの？望みって何なの？
What are you even trying to do here?
復讐に決まってんだろ。
Get revenge, of course. Against fucking what? Santa for not delivering you that train set you always wanted? What the hell could you want revenge for? I doubt it's anything big enough here to warrant even even a fraction of the destruction you're gonna end up bringing to the world. Misuto slowly turned around, revealing a startlingly cold and expressionless face. Yet even if his features had no depth, his eyes shone with an almost cartoonish malevolence. Everything about this asshole is cartoonish! He had quite literally become an embodiment of pure evil. An embodiment of pure evil would be actually scary to me. This guy, he's anything but scary. Well, that's an interesting big dumb object. From a spot in the real world that was clearly visible to us, through a fissure in the sky, A large black monolith-like pillar suddenly sprouted out of the ground.
Entity World!
The Nirvana's power lust couldn't be sated by this dimension alone, so it would seem it's begun spreading there as well. That, my friends, is the Entity Wall. Come on, Nirvana. That all you got? You can do better than that. And you will. Because guess who's in control of you? That's right. I am! He pounded the book, and just like that, another entity wall formed. This time it spawned beneath a freeway, puncturing and utterly destroying it, scattering countless cars and bikes every which way as if they were toys. Bash! Push him down the freaking tower! There's a practically non-existent guard railing right behind him. Make him fall! No! What? Ignorant fools. I'll show you my version of justice. The Yagura will never die. Newsflash, jackass. With what's gonna happen in the world, everybody's gonna die. Stop. Please. For God's sake, just snatch the book! Do something! I wasn't asked for believing in you. Yes, you were, but you should do something instead of just reflecting on your utter stupidity right now. You can still do something. You certainly were. I was keeping track of you through that Argus cube the whole time. You were like a loyal puppet, doing my bidding without even knowing it. The only beings capable of crystallizing the power of the Nirvana are the inheritors of the Shinozaki bloodline, you see. So I had no choice but to let you do the dirty work in my stead. To think it would go this smoothly, though. It took almost no effort to link the Nirvana in the real world. You liar! You double-crosser! You traitor! To call him a traitor would imply that he was loyal to you to begin with. He never really done anything to show that he was truly loyal to you. You just assumed he would be. But details. You told me. You told me I could bring them all back! Whining like a baby can't save you now. The new grimoire will be perfect, and you won't have to worry your pretty little head about it anymore, because I'll be releasing you from your duties as a Shinozaki. Understand? Understood, but you know what I don't understand? What exactly are you seeking revenge for? The Yagura just, I don't know, not being the rulers of the goddamn planet or something? What? What pissed you off so much? This book controls the full power of the Nirvana. And the inheritor of the Book of Shadows' considerable power isn't going to be in Martuba's tomb, Nor will it be you of the Shinozaki lineage. It will be me.
どうでもいい。あなたみたいな人にそんなもの渡せない。
You know, I just had a thought. What if he really is... Maybe it's because I just wasn't paying attention at certain points. I will admit that, in which case, well, that's my fuck up. But, well... What if this guy is literally like the last Yagura alive or something, and he just simply wants revenge against the entire world for his clan being decimated or something? I guess that would make sense, then. Still wouldn't justify what he's doing, though, but at least it would make sense. I don't care who inherits it, as long as it's not a sick freak like you! Just give me the book! Think about how what you're doing would make Sis feel! Dear God, Ayumi! He's just outright told you right to your face that he lied to you about everything! You don't think he'd lie to you about his relationship with your sister too? I bet that was a complete fabrication as well! Are you a fucking idiot? Nothing I do is going to make some dead bitch feel a damn thing. Dead bitch! Don't tell me everything you said about Hinoi was all a lie too. What do you think? Dear God, you're slow! Misuto flinched slightly. I seemed to have struck a nerve. Though how deeply that nerve ran, I couldn't say. He recovered quickly, but still. What of it? All you need to know is your sister was a dumbass, throwing everything away that she'd worked for, and even sacrificing her own life to save the likes of you. My tear glands twitched in pain. Every negative emotion came flooding through me at once. I wanted to pounce on this man. I wanted to wring his neck. I wanted him to die. Your usefulness has come to an end for me. Thanks to you, the end of the world is closer than ever. All that's left for you now is to repent your sins and perish. It really is all my fault. Again, you won't get any argument from me on that, but you should just get the fuck up and just keep attacking him. I mean, if you're gonna all die anyway, no matter what you do, go out fighting. Give this guy the biggest middle finger that you can muster, and just annoy the fuck out of him. I'd do it. I could be spiteful like that. All those deaths were on me. All the suffering, the pain, the fear. It was all caused by me. I'll take mercy on you, though, and send you to meet your sister right now. Prepare to die! Ayumi! Hey, that was... I didn't know you could move fast like a ninja, Yoshiki. Shinozaki! Run! Toss him down the tower! Before he pulls a spell! Do it! Do it now! Kishinuma! Seriously, go! This guy's lost it! Huh. You dare speak ill of me? Well, it doesn't stop it from being true, now does it, genius? Hmm? I know that peasant face of yours. Who were you again? Kishinuma, stop! It's too dangerous. You shut up! At least he's doing something. Yeah, I know! Just get away from him. He's probably right. It was my own reckless behavior that caused all this to happen. It's because I don't think before I act. Susamoto, Mitsui, Morishiki, Shinahara, even my sister. Do what he says and leave! It's all my fault. All my fault. I wish I'd never been born. Sachiko! Did you come here to rescue us all? Please, do so! I tried to scream those words, but my voice was so hoarse that they came out almost as a squeak. I crouched down and buried my face in my hands at this point, and in doing so, I failed to notice the sudden appearance of none other than Sachiko, red dress and all. Shinozaki, no. This isn't your fault. You're not responsible. Yeah, this is real sweet of you to say, Yoshiki, but I mean, come on. Just focus on getting her to do what you say and get the hell out of there. You just wanted everybody to be happy. You wanted to see all your friends live well. And who the hell can possibly find fault of that? I can, because of the way she went about it. Having these desires is all good and all, but how you go about it, well, look what happened. Look how she went about it. Look what's happening right fucking now. Being tricked isn't your fault. It's the fault of the person who tricked you. Yeah, but it wasn't difficult at all to see that this guy was up to no good. A normal person could have seen through his shtick. So get this through your thick skull. You did nothing wrong. You're not to blame. Kishinuma. Yoshiki! Class rep! Shinozaki! Huh? Sis? Mochida? You're all here. But why? To rescue your stupid ass, of course! Misuto ceased trying to wrestle with Kishinuma, instead making a grand sweeping motion of his hand. No! Kishinuma! Bastard needs to learn when to quit. I felt like I was covered in a thin film of snot and tears by this point. But I put on the most intimidating face I could manage and tried to stare Misuto down. Yeah, this is cute, you try and act tough and all, but what the fuck could you possibly do? He did stop and stare back, though it certainly wasn't due to intimidation. Hinui, you failed. You left nothing of value behind in this world. Stop! What the hell is your problem? You're Satoshi Mochida. In that moment. Hello? The entire space shook violently, moving every which way beneath our feet. As this occurred, a massive, virtually indescribable object floated into existence behind us.
すごいな。7番目の柱。知識のセフィラだ。
How marvelous. It's the seventh pillar. The Sephiroth of knowledge.
俺のブックオブシャドウズの力に反応して現れやがった。
I made this happen. With the power of my book of shadows. What in the world? Are you trying to lift her by the neck or something? Because all it looks like you're doing is just stroking the side of her head or something. Special effects failure much?
この崩壊の柱があれば壁を全部壊して涅槃と現世を融合できる。
It's over, Ayumi. With this destructive pillar, it won't just be a simple fissure anymore. The wall between our worlds will break down, and reality will fuse with the nirvana. What's happening to your stomach? Huh? Are you doing something to Ayumi Sachiko? Are you giving her the ability to breathe spiritual fire? Because I won't lie, that would actually be kind of cool. There was a light emanating from my stomach, but as soon as I caught a glimpse of it, it disappeared. An illusion? You know what? Sure. It was totally an illusion. It's nothing to worry about. You just keep approaching Ayumi. Nothing bad will happen. I promise you.
よーし、派手に現世と涅槃の壁を壊すとするか。この天神章ごとな。犠牲になれ、歩み。それと庭。
Nice try. Now, let's get ready to bring down the wall, shall we? Heavenly hosts will crumble too, you know. Though you'll make a fine sacrifice, Ayumi. As will you, Kuon Niwa.
私を知っているの？
You know me.
当然だろう。有名な天才だ。お前は医療も超自然学も技術において全体の水準を底上げした人間。
Of course. You're that famous prodigy. The human who raised standards across the board for medicine, occult studies, and technology. Mochida, Nakashima, and Kishinuma all turned their heads at once to look at Kuon, jaws slightly agape. The three of them had no knowledge of any of this, so all they could do was stare in disbelief.
だが、その才能のせいで、お前の親も妹も堕落して、このざまだがな。
Unfortunately, due to your immense talents, your parents and sister alike have been inevitably corrupted. And look how well that's worked out for them.
やめて！そんなことない！
No, that's not true!
さて、まあ、涅槃のコアが見つからないのが気になるが、校舎を潰してから後で探せば見つかるだろう。
Now then, I am a bit bothered that I couldn't locate the Nirvana's core, but no matter. Once the school's been turned to rubble, I'll have all the time in the world to find it.
新生ブックオブシャドウズは完成だ。
And then, the new Book of Shadows will be complete. Miss Kuon looked down at her ever after stones, but the spirit meter she'd attached to them still wasn't showing a full charge.
ダメだわ。
No good. That Grimoire sounds annoyed.
いい子だ。Goodbye.
Very nice. Good boy. do I do? Oh shit! I hesitate for a moment, torn as to whether or not I should try to stop Misuto or prioritize lending a hand to Kishinuma and my friends. I only had a split-second decision! God damn it! I can't let that happen! I will stop you!
Huh?
The fuck was that? Stop! You have to stop this! That was the most desperate cry I'd yet heard from Aiko. I! Please, don't kill her. This has nothing to do with this. You really think pleading is gonna work on this dipshit? Get the hell away from him before he turns you to mincemeat. How pathetic! Oh, shit! Just as Miss Kuon screamed, a giant hellish beast spawned right before our eyes. On the front of it was an enormous mouth. It made a beeline straight for Aiko, and passed right through her body. Something on like black smoke coiled around it for a moment. It roared like a dinosaur, twisted its body to and fro, and then flew over the guardrail and exited the scene. The only thing left behind was Aiko's body, without a head. Well, shit. She remained upright for a split second, then tumbled lifelessly over the railing and into the pit. I feel bad for Kuon right now. You know, Sachiko, it would be nice if you... You know, Sachiko, as relieving as it is to actually see you here, maybe, could you please do something if you're here to help? We're kind of desperate right now. To bits with you, Heavenly Host Elementary. As if on cue, the entire school began to shake violently. So violently that not a single one of us could keep our balance. Naomi! This is well beyond any other earthquake we'd ever experienced at Heavenly Host to date. The shaking eventually died down, but things looked a lot different when it did. The sky above us was now blood red, with certain sections here and there bursting in black flame. It always looked this way! And on that note, farewell, my guinea pigs. How could this happen?
Sensei!
Miss Kuon! Nirvana, the school is going to collapse.
Sensei, 帰る方法は?
Miss Kuon, is there some way back?
幸せの石はまだ戻れるほどの霊力をチャージできていないの。これから数時間はかかっちゃう。
My ever after stones aren't fully charged yet. It'll be several hours yet until they are, but by then it'll probably be too late. No. I was slumped over, crying my eyes out, as this conversation unfolded. Miss Kuon looked over at me, however, and saw something else. A girl in a red dress, standing directly behind me. Sachiko. You may yet be able to save yourself. What? Sachiko Shinozaki has possessed you. You should listen to what she has to say. No. I objected, strongly, for obvious reasons. But I knew she was right, at least about the possession. I could sense Sachiko behind me. I could see her now, too. But of everyone else present, Miss Kuon was the only other one who could. No, Miss Kuon! I'm staying with you all.
厳しいことを言うけれど、その涙にもし本当に責任を感じているのなら。
Well, I don't mean to be blunt, but if those tears of yours are true, and you do feel some sense of responsibility for what's happened here, then do what the fuck she says!
あなたは生き延びて、この世の先を見なきゃいけないわ。そして守る。これ。
Then the only way you can atone is to live on and watch over the future of this world. And protect this.
生きる道があるのに死を選ぶのはただの諦め、逃げることなんだよ。
If you choose death, even when there's a chance to live, then you're simply giving up. You're running away. No.
時間がないわ。行くの。
We don't have time to argue. Go! No! I was absolutely inconsolable, but Miss Kuon just smiled. She stood behind me and patted Sachiko on the head. Sachiko, responsible for so much pain and torment, who now looked for all the world like a pure, innocent, lost little girl. Reacting to this new stimuli, Sachiko closed one eye and turned her head toward Miss Kuon, a satisfied expression on her face. Please? I'm responsible for so much pain and loss of life. Yet, only I get to be saved? If I didn't have any reason to think here that there might be a way to somehow fix all this, like what Miss Kuon here seems to be kind of implying, along with, well, Sachiko, I guess, trying to tell you something, I would be objecting to this just as strongly as you are right now. But I really think we need to listen to what Sachiko has to say before we start throwing any objections here. I had no conscious desire to go along with this. Yet, it seemed I was, whether I liked it or not. Everything around me began glowing white, and my body was lifting off the ground. Be strong. She really was so much like Miss Yui. Below me, I could see Mochida shielding Nakashima from the falling debris, while staring at my rapidly ascending body. Kishinuma had stood back up by now, and was watching me as well. No! 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 Mochida! Nakashima! Miss Kuon! In an instant, the turbulent fates of Mochida, Nakashima, Kishinuma, and Miss Kuon all came to a close, as the four of them were distinctly and unmistakably crushed before my eyes. I hope for all our sakes that there really is truly a way to fix all this, because if there's not, I am gonna be so fucking pissed. After all this effort, just to see it go up in complete smoke would just really grind my gears. My vision warped. My memories jumbled. And then there was just the sky. The sky that hung above the real world. Above our world. The black orb was there, and it was swelling up bigger and bigger, almost like a fetus rapidly gestating to term. It quickly grew too big to be contained, and burst open. Strands of black energy shot out in all directions, and the entirety of the night sky was dyed in an eerie reddish black. The Nirvana had now broken free of its bonds, and it wasted no time pulling the real world into its embrace. What the hell are we going to do now? What the fucking hell are we gonna do now? It's already too late. EVP entries for Misuto Kuriya have been unlocked. EVP entries for Azusa Takai have been unlocked. And Aiko Niwa. Soulful Testimony from Yukana has been unlocked. Obscure entries. Marcus Cube. EX Chapter 4 has been unlocked. Okay. So, if you ask me, I say we are pretty much in our darkest hour at this point. Things are pretty much well and truly fucked. And the only thing I can think of that can just save everything at this point is either some weird charm or spell or ritual or something that could just somehow magically fix everything, just coming right the fuck out of nowhere, just to give everybody a Deus Ex Machina to victory, or we time travel. Those are the only two things I can think of that can save us at this point. Deus Ex Machina or time travel, but honestly I think time travel would count as Deus Ex Machina anyway. So, Deus Ex Machina! Son of a bitch! Well, let me look at the ending list. Oh. There was only just one other ending for Chapter 6? Huh. Maybe it has to do with those choices I had to make at the end right before Aiko got her head chomped off. Which I'm still feeling sad about, because, I mean, yeah, she manipulated Ayumi too, but I didn't want to see her die. I actually liked her. Maybe that's because of the time I spent with her back in Hysteric Birthday Bash, but I mean, seriously, calm the fuck on. Everybody I like here is just being killed off. Okay, so I guess what I'll do is I'll just cut the video off here for now. We can and see if I can find what the one wrong end for Chapter 6 is. Check out EX Chapter 4, and then I guess if I got enough time, start the next chapter. We'll see how it all plays out next time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Corpse Party Blood Drive. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Take care, and may God help me.